Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and I hope all of you are doing well this morning. So let's continue with our PDBR. Can you please turn to page 82 of your textbook, page 82, and today you are going to study or learn or read about a sport named Parker. Okay, and this text is quite difficult for you to understand, but you don't have to understand every single word. Okay, I just want you to answer the two tasks on page 83. There is task C. Okay, for task C, you need to decide whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, I have provided a Google form for you to answer these questions. Okay, so I really expect all of you to fill in and submit the Google form. Okay, by doing this, I will detect who doesn't submit their work or their homework. Okay, so let's take a look at task C on page 83. Okay, question 1. Tresor means to be chased. Okay, tresor bermaksud dikejar, untuk dikejar. Is it true or false? You need to locate, you need to find the answer in the text. Okay, number 2. Parker was invented by two young people from Paris. Parker dicipta oleh dua anak muda dari Paris. Number 3. Parker and free running, larian bebas. Okay, there are two sports here. Parker and free running involve completely different move. Melibatkan pergerakan yang memang berbeza, yang mempunyai perbezaan yang ketara. Okay, they are different. Okay. 4. Parker helps people gain control over body and mind. Parker membantu orang untuk mengawal badan dan minda mereka. 5. Parker teaches people to interact with others as well as with the environment. Parker mengajar manusia untuk berinteraksi dengan orang lain dan juga dengan alam sekitar. Number 6. Parker and free running can be practiced anywhere there are obstacles. Parker dan free running boleh dilakukan di mana-mana jua yang ada selagi ia ada halangan. Obstacles mean halangan. And number 7, Parker is very popular with active students mostly. Parker sangat popular dengan pelajar-pelajar yang aktif. Okay, so you need to decide whether the statements are true or false. Okay, the next task is D. For task D, you need to find words or phrases in the text. Cari perkataan ataupun frasa di dalam teks, di dalam petikan tadi, and match them with the definitions below. Dan padankan dengan definisi di bawah. And when you write your answers, please use small letters. Bila kamu type jawapan di dalam Google Form nanti, gunakan huruf kecil sahaja. Okay, got it. So number 1, jump. You can find the answer. You can find another words for jump in the introductory paragraph, perenggan pembukaan. Number 2, continue, sambung. Number 3, very impressive, sangat mengagumkan. 4, connected with a town or city, bersambung dengan bandar atau kota. Number 5, somebody who plays against another in a game, sport, etc. Seorang yang berlawan dengan kamu dalam permainan ataupun sukan. And number 6, suitable, sesuai. So you need to find the meanings of these words and phrases. Okay, and write the answers in the Google form provided. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the second explanation. Can you turn to page 84 of your textbook? Vocabulary part. So, I have provided another Google Forms for you to answer these exercises. Okay, let's go through the exercises. Exercise A. Look at the verbs in the box. Which prepositions are they followed by? Right, choose the correct answers. Apakah preposition ataupun kata sendi yang mengikuti kata kerja di bawah ini? Okay. Number 1, apologize, meminta maaf. Apologize. After apologize, what is the preposition that follows the verb apologize? Is it from, on, with, or for? Do you say apologize from, apologize on, apologize with, or apologize for? What is the answer? Okay. Okay, next one, depend, bergantung, benefit, faedah, search, cari, borrow, pinjam, deal, berurusan, interact, berinteraksi, and insist, bertegas, berkeras. Okay, so you answer this exercise in the Google form. And then part B. For part B, task B, you need to match sentences 1 to 6, okay, with the verbs beginning, okay, with the meanings A to F. That means anda perlu padankan maksud perkataan bermula dengan over, overheat, overslept, overlook, overcook, overtake, and overflowed dengan maksud di sebelah kanan. Okay. Okay. You answer this in the Google form provided. And then part C. This one is very important. Okay, read the notes and complete the tables. Note, some nouns are formed by adding the suffix ness or ity to an adjective. Kesebahagian kata nama dibentuk dengan menambahkan imbuhan nes and ataupun et kepada adjektif berkenaan. Sebagai contoh, sad becomes sadness, able becomes ability. So here there are how many words? There are some words, and then you need to form a noun by adding nes or ity. Okay, for example, number 1, active. Active means cergas, and the noun is activity, not activiness. No, there is no such word, activiness. So the answer is activity. So you answer the rest of the question. Okay, next to it, sebelahnya. Okay, some nouns have an irregular formation. Ada kata nama dibentuk dengan formasi yang tidak selaras. Okay, so in this table there are 2 columns. The first column is adjective or verb. Kolom pertama ialah kata sifat dan kata kerja. Okay, on your right is the noun, kata nama. So you need to find the nouns for the given adjective or verb, and you also need to find the adjective or verbs for the nouns given, vice versa. Okay, for example, sebagai contoh, the last one, the noun is growth, and then the verb is grow, grow. Anger is the noun, kemarahan. So what is the adjective for anger? Okay, next one, dead or die. Dead or die, okay, they are adjective and verb. So what is a noun? Kematian. What is kematian in English? Okay, so as for these vocabulary exercises or tasks, you need to answer in the Google Forms attached. Okay, so all the best. Have a nice day. Till we meet again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.